Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to our Bible story time. My name is Teacher Patrick, and I love Jesus Christ. You know, when it's on Saturday afternoon, we read our Bible story. We have been using the Moran Bible storybook, and you see, we are reading the creation story. So let's go to our book and read today's Bible story. Today's Bible story is the fall of Adam and Eve. Let's read. One day, Eve went for a walk in the Garden of Eden alone. While walking, she saw a snake. The snake was so beautiful and the most cunning animal that God had created. The snake spoke to Eve. She was surprised that the snake could speak to her. However, she was not afraid of the snake. The snake looked at Eve and said, "Didn't God say that you could eat any fruit from any tree in the garden?" "Yes, of course. God has allowed us," Eve replied. She did not know why the snake was asking her such a question. She was so innocent. "We are to eat the fruit from any tree in the garden except the tree in the middle of it. We are not allowed to touch it or else we will die." You see, the snake was a very cunning animal. It rubbished Eve's words and told her, "That is a big lie. You will not die." Eve must have been very confused. She could not believe that the snake was contradicting God. Eve stood there, not knowing what to do. God had told them that they would die if they ate the fruit. The snake, on the other hand, was saying the opposite, that they would not die if they ate the fruit. She did not know who to believe. As if the snake knew what was on Eve's mind, it went on telling her, "Do not be worried. You will not die if you eat the fruit. God does not want you to eat the fruit from this tree because He knows that you'll be clever like Him. You see, He can do everything. He does not want you to be like Him." Eve got even more confused. She then looked up the tree, stretched up her hand and picked a juicy fruit. Finally, the snake had convinced her. She had disobeyed God's commands. Curiosity had overtaken her thoughts. She then sank her teeth into the fruit from the forbidden tree, and it was so sweet. The snake was right. She must have thought. Then she picked more fruits and took them to Adam. "But Eve, God forbade us from eating fruits from that tree." Adam must have told Eve, "Oh, Adam, God must have been lying to us. He does not want us to be like Him. He does not want us to be clever like Him. How come I have not died since the time I ate the fruit from that tree?" Eve must have asked. Adam also got confused. He hesitated but eventually took the fruit and ate it. Instead of Adam believing in God, he believed what his eyes saw and what his own wisdom concluded was right. He was wrong. They had committed their first sin by disobeying God. It did not take long before Adam and Eve realized a change. They were sad and ashamed. A feeling unknown to them crept over their heads. They started feeling guilty. Then their eyes opened and they saw that they were naked. They immediately sought to cover their nakedness. They sewed fig leaves together and covered themselves. There was no way to hide or undo their sin. The leaves sewn together were a poor and useless alternative for the purity they had before they sinned. They had broken the commandment of God. They were so ashamed. The snake was so happy that he had cheated them. In the cool of the day, when they had God walking nearby, Adam and Eve hid among the trees. When God called for them, they came out hiding. Adam told God that he hid out of fear of being seen naked. However, Adam and Eve could not hide from their Creator. God asked the Adam, "Who told you that you were naked? Did you eat the forbidden fruit?" Of course, God knew what had happened. "Yes, I did eat the forbidden fruit. The woman you put here with me gave me the fruit and I ate it," said Adam. When God asked the woman what she had done, she blamed the snake for tricking her. The snake was not asked any question. Adam and Eve tried to justify their action by passing on the blame. Adam blamed his wife. It seems Adam was indirectly blaming God, as if God had not given him the woman, he would not have sinned. However, Adam was not deceived. He willfully disobeyed God. Eve followed Adam's example and said it was the snake's fault. He tricked me, she said, and therefore she pleaded not responsible. God cast the snake above all other animals. The snake was to crawl on its belly and eat dust for the rest of its life. The woman and the snake would hate each other, and so would their offsprings. Eve's offspring would crush the snake's head, and the snake would bite her offspring's heels. Nothing was going to be the same again. Were Adam and Eve going to die? Would this be their last day on the beautiful earth God had created? God was now very sad. Adam and Eve had disobeyed him. He told them how things would be from then on. Man would not live forever like it was in God's original plan. They would die and decay back into the soil from which they were made. They would also get sick and have many worries. God also multiplied the woman's pain during childbirth. For listening to his wife and for eating the fruit, God cursed the ground. So Adam had to work hard on the land for his food. This he would do for the rest of his life. Man's sin brought hardships. People have to work hard to make a living. After a hard life, man would die and be returned to the soil from which he was formed. That's it, boys and girls, and see you in our next Bible story time. Bye bye.